Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. Welcome to Lockport Township High School for the 2024 graduation commencement ceremony. My name is John Greenan, principal of East Campus, and it is my privilege to be the first to welcome you here today to share in this special celebration. Today, we gather together to celebrate the accomplishments of our senior students and to wish them well as they begin the next step with their future. In order to maintain the importance and dignity of today's ceremony, I ask for your cooperation with the following. In the event of an emergency and we are required to evacuate the field house, please locate the nearest exit. Doors are located where you entered on the north side of the field house, to your right on the south side of the field house, and behind you along the west wall of the field house. If we need to evacuate the field house to severe weather shelter locations, please follow instructions from our staff and Lockport Police to various hallways and areas throughout the building. We have police presence throughout the building, as well as an emergency medical team to ensure your safety and respond in case of an emergency. Please, no smoking on school grounds. Please remain seated to allow everyone to see the graduates walk across the stage. Flowers and other gifts may be given to the graduates only after the ceremony is concluded. Please refrain from disrupting the ceremony through the use of noisemakers and outbursts. Please hold all applause and cheers until all graduates have been announced. It is important that we hear each graduate's name when being announced. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we ask that you remain in your seats until all graduates have left the field house. Parents and guests are asked to leave the field house and meet the graduates outside the building after they pick up their diploma. There are photo opportunities set up outside for families to take pictures. Adhering to these expectations will allow the ceremony to proceed at a comfortable pace and will ensure all students receive the recognition they deserve. To everyone, thank you for sharing this day with us, and we hope you enjoy the ceremony. Welcome to the 115th annual commencement ceremony of Lockport Township High School. Please welcome the Lockport Township High School Board of Education, Administration, and members of the faculty and staff. Parents and guests, it is my honor to present to you the 115th graduating class of Lockport Township High School, the class of 2024. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by senior members of the LTHS choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red guns bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Nope, sit. At this time, I would like to acknowledge any veterans in attendance who have served our United States military to stand and be recognized. We thank you for your service. In addition, any graduate that will be entering the military service, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. At this time, we would now like to take a moment to honor a student from the class of 24 who is not with us today. Peyton Kirk. Peyton passed away on November 1st, 2023. Today, we remember Peyton, and our thoughts and prayers are with her family, friends, and all who knew and loved her. At this time, let us please take a moment of silence in honor and memory of Peyton Kirk. Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome and introduce our honored guests. Dr. Robert McBride Jr., Superintendent of LTHS District 205. Miss Ann Lopez Caneva, LTHS Board of Education President. Dr. Veronica Shaw, LTHS Board of Education Vice President. Mr. Zion Navarra, LTHS Board of Education member. Mr. Lance Teese, LTHS Board of Education member. Student board members, please stand when you hear your name read. Victoria Del Ponte. McKenna Orico. Chelsea Osei. And Akash Patel. Members of our administration, Dr. Lori Cristofero, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. For the final time as he is retiring, Mr. Tony Kandari, Assistant Superintendent of Personnel. Dr. Angela Huntington, Assistant Superintendent for Student Services. Dr. Carrie Green, Principal, Central Campus. Ms. Stephanie Croy, Director of Business Services. Ms. Jeanette Castillo, Director of Public Relations. And Ms. Angela Adolph, Director of Development and Foundation. In addition to our honored guests, please join me in thanking the following staff for their contributions to LTHS and for their participation in this 115th graduation ceremony. Would the following individuals please stand to be recognized? Our assistant principals at East and Central campuses, Mr. Matt Bartley, Dr. Jason Osbolt, and for the final time, as she is retiring, Dr. Jennifer Webray. In addition to all LTHS faculty and staff, please stand to be recognized as well. At this time, I would like to introduce our graduation speaker, Chelsea Osei. Chelsea Osei, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Osei, is a four-year Lockport Township High School student. Throughout her 4 years at Lockport, Chelsea has participated in our school's Student Equity Action Committee, Spanish Honor Society, AP Advisory Board, has been the captain of the speech team, led our first voter registration drive, and served on the LTHS Board of Education as a student board member. Outside of school, Chelsea is an avid member of Civics Unplugged, Citizens University, Southwest Suburban Immigrant Project, Riley's Way, and she was one of 104 students in the nation to be selected to represent Illinois in the United States Senate Youth Program. Chelsea will continue her studies at Howard University, majoring in political science on the pre-law track. Please welcome our graduation speaker, Chelsea Osei.
afternoon, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, the best class, class of 2024. From the past words of Kanye West, welcome to graduation. My name is Chelsea Osei, and I am proud to be your 2024 commencement speaker. Now, for many of you, this may be your first real graduation ever. So for the graduates, I want to give you the full permission to make everything about this day about you. Request for all the flowers, pictures, and if your family's contemplating on getting food after this, tell them that the random commencement speaker said now they have to. Mom, Dad, I'm feeling Italian, by the way. Speaking of my parents, I would like to say that I am only here because two daring people took their lives into their own hand and saw the potentiality of their family rooted in education. My mother, Akosia Dawson, and my father, George Osei, are the embodiment of perseverance. They traveled 5,000 miles from Ghana in their early adult years, so eventually this little Ghanaian American girl can be speaking with you today. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Possibly, there are people here today that inspired or pushed you to realize your full potential. So graduates, please join me in reciprocating the applause to the people that helped you get here today. I hold a couple of titles in my life: daughter, sister, friend. But today, I am proud to be a porter. During my 4 years of school, outsiders have constantly asked me, what is a porter? And to be honest, I still don't know, but what I do know is that all of us contribute to a community that goes far beyond what a regular school is. I know porters stand outside in the hallway and cheer as champions walk by. I know porters sing along with Grammy award-winning artist, Mrs. Matlock, every single Friday in their first period class. And I know porters open their doors to students across the world, regardless of language barriers. Porters are unapologetically proud. When creating this speech, I wanted it to be memorable, but the main emotion that was clouding my thoughts was fear. Surprisingly, it wasn't the spoken portion of the speech. I have said 8-minute speeches countless times as speech captain, spoken at board meetings where tensions may have ran high, and even represented Illinois nationally at Washington, D.C. It was not this moment that scared me. It was all the moments afterwards. Receiving your diploma, walking through the empty halls, and having a feeling of, what now? I wanted my speech to be an assurance that you did not have to have every single sector of your life planned out. More so, to live in the present, reflect on the past, and hope for the future. But I didn't really know how to put all of that into words. So I did what every sensible teenager living in the age of technological advancements would do. I went onto TikTok. And when I searched, what do good speeches have, the response for many was a story. Now, I will not take time to bore you about a heartfelt story that changed the trajectory of my life. That's what Common App essays are for. But although for many of you, you may be recovering from the horrendous case of senioritis, I want to assign to you one last story. I want to assign to you your story. Now, trigger warning, this is not one you can finish in a Compass class. First, what settings, yes, plural, are in your story? You are bound to inhabit so many spaces in your life, so where do you hope to go? And where do you hope to stay? Second, who are the characters in your story? I want you to recall all the people in your life, the staff that spent countless hours with you in kitchen table, the friends who never miss an opportunity for a Chick-fil-A gossip session, and the family that placed food at your table at the heat of the AP session. But most importantly, who is the author of your story? In the next course of our lives, we will face pathways, choices, and options that will ultimately dictate the rest of our future. Remember, you are the author of your own story. You write your own future, and your dreams are simply scribbles away. This class has not only persevered, but overcame. We began our high school careers on Chromebook screens and timidly hiding behind masks to becoming one of the most memorable classes up to date. In the most poetic words from The Lion King, there's more to see that can ever be seen. So not only write your story, but take actions to achieve your story. And I know that this class will do anything to achieve their story. Because this class does not let no worldly pandemic, social distancing, or any other obstacle that has been thrown to attempt stopping us from success. So dream, be naive, be patient, and write your own story. Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. Presenting the Class of 24 Special Awards will be Dr. Carrie Green, the principal of Central Campus.
Good afternoon. Before the awards are presented, I would like to refer you to the 2024 Commencement program, where you will find the Class of 2024 Special Awards. The following awards are presented to students who have earned a cumulative regular grade point average of 4.0 for all 4 years in high school. Would the following students please come forward to accept their awards? Isabel Kathleen Collins. Georgia Dykstra. Kate Marie Fleming. Brianna Lynn Kelderhouse. Haley McManus. Allison Jane McNulty. Nathan Benjamin Nacino. Julie M. Peretta. Vincent Ramirez Jr. Elena Isabel Rangans. Jacob Daniel Rodagero. Brian Michael Sagan. Samantha Lynn Sitterly. Lillian Hope Szynski. Melissa Uyo. And Kyla Camila Zarumskis. If we could have one more round of applause for our 4.0 winners. It is now my pleasure to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Robert McBride, who will present the class of 2024.
Good afternoon. I am astonished that Dr. Carey Green could get through that without answering the question of what a porter is. A porter is a winner. That's what a porter is, Ms. Osei. My name is Dr. Bob McBride, the very proud superintendent of Lockport Township High School District 205. Thank you, Dr. Greenan. And on behalf of the Lockport Township High School District 205 Board of Education, I would like to thank you, Dr. Carey Green, Dr. Jennifer Webb-Ray, Mr. Matthew Bartley, and Dr. Jason Oswald for their extraordinary building leadership this year, particularly as we faced so many leadership challenges in terms of leading your students and staff members in extraordinary circumstances. I would specifically like to acknowledge Dr. Greenan, who is presiding over his final commencement as principal of East Campus. He'll be moving into an assistant superintendent role in our district. And I would also like to acknowledge Dr. Webb-Ray, who, as Dr. Greenan said, is retiring at the end of this year. Additionally, my sincere gratitude goes out to all of my faculty member colleagues that are here, all of the support staff members who organized many of the details of this event, in particular, Mrs. Jatan Matlock and her colleagues, Christine Mildice and Lori Williams, all of our support staff members and deans who you saw in the hallways. Also, if you just simply look around, every detail of today's commencement is possible because of the hard work of our facility staff members under the leadership of Mr. William Thompson. Thank you to our grounds, our custodial, and maintenance staff members. Finally, you would not hear me or see me on our live stream if not for the work of our public relations department and technology staff members. As Dr. Greenan indicated, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to join the members of the Board of Education of Lockport Township High School District 205 with us, President Ann Lopez-Caneva, Vice President Veronica Shaw, Board Member Lance Teese, Board Member Zion Navarra, Student Board Member Tori Del Ponte, Student Board Member Chelsea Osei, Student Board Member Akash Patel, and Student Board Member McKenna Arico. These volunteer elected officials and student leaders work tirelessly to lead our high school district, provide students and staff members with resources and opportunities, and represent our community. Could you give all of these folks just a huge round of applause? And for the students, I just hope that you spend a few minutes noting how a commencement is set up. Almost every commencement you'll ever go to wraps the community around you, primarily your parents and your loved ones. It's a symbol of the people who have raised you up and supported you. And what I hope for you is in the privacy of a moment, please thank them personally, directly, face to face, because none of us get anywhere in life without the love and the support of those who poured love and support into us. Thank you to our community, and thank you, parents and family members. We can't do our job. We know you're doing your homework at home. We're always trying to do our homework here. A great deal has been made and said about the class of 2024. Indeed, as Ms. Chelsea Osei mentioned earlier, none of you had a promotion ceremony from 8th grade to high school. And if you did, you were in a car or you were online. For many of you, this is your first formal commencement program. Around the country, communities are assembling this spring to graduate their students from high schools, colleges, and universities. Sometimes we refer to a ceremony like this as graduation. As a clarification, graduation is a noun that describes what you will do. You will graduate. You will cross this stage and leave high school. Commencement is the noun to describe this ceremony itself. This is a commencement ceremony. The word commencement means beginning. So it is fair to ask, how does the end of high school mean the beginning of something else? First, I would like to commence these remarks with a list of accomplishments of the class of 2024. President Lopez-Caneva, it is important to acknowledge what the class of 2024 accomplished in their 4 years at Lockport Township High School. In front of you are Eagle Scouts, state-recognized actors, over 118 Illinois State scholars, first, second, and third place winners in state-level design, architectural, and engineering competitions, state-level winners in Skills USA and IDEA, and national-level advanced placement scholars, competitors who excelled in state robotics competitions. We have graduates who have earned the National African American Achievement Recognition Award by the College Board and the National Hispanic Recognition Award, as well as the National Merit Commended Student Award. They're all state musicians in band and choir. There are members of our state and national championship Winter Guard. Miss Osei, as you heard earlier, served as one of 104 students in our great nation to be a United States Youth Senator in Washington, D.C. this year. These graduates represent IHSA state place finish holders and medalists in cheerleading, girls wrestling, girls bowling, and boys bowling. And across our athletics program, they have been regional and sectional champions. Special shout out to girls softball. You were a blast to watch, and I know your season ended last night, but you were regional champions, and thanks for your competitiveness. So fierce, yeah, you can give them a big round of applause. Amazing. It's an area of fierce competition. As you know, our board recently recognized 203 students. We had to have our board meeting in May in the main gym. Many of them were seniors who excelled in bilingualism, music, design, architecture, computer certifications, figure skating, health professions, and winter guard. The class of 2024 has truly been diverse in their accomplishments, excelling in academics, athletics, and activities, and bringing honor to themselves, their families, and our community. A total of 98% of the class of 2024 who began a Porter journey as a freshman will graduate today and cross this stage. Your presence here and accomplishments tell me you are ready to begin the next stage of your lives. You have shown up, you have been responsible, you have followed through with your commitments, you have responded to teaching, coaching, and mentoring. No doubt you are ready to cross this stage and begin the challenges and the joys of adulthood that we are here to acknowledge. Typically, in commencement speeches, leaders like me advise students like you to begin the next stage of your lives striving to be leaders yourselves. Commencement speeches are filled with discussions of leadership and quotes about leadership. I would encourage you to use all of your learning and experience to be something more powerful than a leader. I would advise you to be an excellent follower. With all of your accomplishments, everything you have learned, all that you know and understand today, use that to be an excellent follower. Why? Followers are powerful. Without followers, leaders are not leaders. Leaders have no authority, no power, no influence, and no relevance if no one follows them. When you make a choice to follow someone, whether on social media, into a friendship, as a mentor, as a teacher, as a spouse, as a leader, as someone you respect, or you will listen to, or you elevate that person, or you take their influence into your life, who should you follow? That is a huge choice if you are indeed going to be the author of your own life, as Miss Osei said. You'll have to do it now on a regular basis with fewer adults to guide you in those choices. Who is worth following? There are certain traits and qualities I look for when I make a decision to follow someone. So here, my graduates, is my top 10 list. Number one, how does that person treat children? How do they treat our elders? Do they get down on the floor and get eye to eye with little children? Are they willing to change a diaper? Are they willing to be patient and slow with an elder? Number two, when they make a mess, do they clean it up themselves, or do they expect someone else to clean it up, fix it, or repair it for them? Number three, do they say sorry? Are they willing to apologize and take accountability when they need to? Number four, are they grateful? Do they say thank you often and mean it? Do they acknowledge the other people who have helped them? Number five, are they grateful for our nation? Our country is not perfect. We learn every day how to be better and strive toward the promises that are made in our ideals. But who makes those promises real? Follow people who appreciate our military, our police, our firefighters, and our public school teachers. Number six, do they think that courtesy still matters? Do they think that manners matter? Do they believe that respect matters? Number seven, do they work hard in everything they do? Number eight, do they think it is important to leave a positive legacy behind wherever they go? Number nine, are they honest? Are they committed to the truth? And number 10, do they listen more than they talk. Today, I encourage you to commence your next steps in life with the understanding of how powerful you are if you are a good follower, and powerful you are when you can tell who is worth following because you give them influence and relevance, permit them into your life, you give them attention, actions, and loyalty. So, it is with great pleasure and honor that I certify that graduates assembled here at the 115th Lockport Township High School District 205 Commencement have completed all the graduation requirements of this Board of Education and the state of Illinois. I am proud to present them to you, President Ann Lopez Caneva. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. McBride. On behalf of the Board of Education, good afternoon, honored guests, family, friends, faculty, and especially to the graduates of the class of 2024. It makes this graduation ceremony very special to them because it is their first, as Dr. McBride mentioned, since they missed out on their 8th grade graduation ceremony in 2020 due to the pandemic. We are here today honoring their resilience and perseverance. At this moment, graduates, please stand. See if you can find your parents or spot parents. If not, don't worry. You know they are here. All right, this year's graduates deserve all the accolades they will be getting, but so do their parents. It is no secret that the academic success of our graduates is directly tied to the contributions of their parents. On this graduation day, parents should not be forgotten for the role they played in helping them realize their goals, for the personal sacrifices they made, and the support they gave. Parents, we thank you and we honor you with this standing ovation and applause. Graduates, you may be seated. Graduates, you started your freshman year at Lockport Township High School amidst a pandemic that literally changed the way we lived and interacted with one another. With the demands of social distancing and taking class in a hybrid style, you were able to stay focused, and throughout all this, you leave behind at LTHS a legacy of many accomplishments from academics, sports, championships, clubs, and fine arts. For this, we give you a standing ovation and applause. Graduates, each of you have different goals and a vision of how you want to pursue in life. And regardless of the differences in those goals and visions for the future, I will advise you on 3 things. Be true to yourself. Live your life with integrity. And most importantly, be kind. These are the very foundations of what LTHS stands for in one of its goals of life readiness. You have learned the importance of empathy, kindness, and understanding, qualities that will serve you as well as you navigate the restlessness around the world, economic uncertainty, and a society of mixed emotions. Be fearless in the pursuit of your dreams, bold in the face of adversity, and unwavering in your commitment to making the world a better place. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Churchill is urging each one of you to learn from your mistakes, because you will make mistakes in life, and that is okay, as long as you remember the lessons you learned here at LTHS. Remember the value of resilience and apply it as strength. Remember the power of perseverance. You have shown that you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. Also know that beyond the academic achievements and accolades you have earned, what you truly earned is the friendships you have made here at LTHS, the bonds you have formed, and the support you have given one another. These friendships will serve as a network of support for years. We hope that as former students, you will join the LTHS alumni and stay connected wherever life takes you in the years ahead. As your classmate said, Chelsea Osea, be proud to be a reporter. Finally, I leave you with the words of my son's Star Wars idol, Luke Skywalker, which I mentioned 13 years ago at my nephew's 8th grade graduation at District 901. And now I mention it today at my niece's graduation. May the Force be with you. On behalf of the Board of Education, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. We are so proud of you. Members of the audience, please join me in congratulating the class of 2024 on this day, which means so much to them. And as our principal, John Greenham, says, go Porters.
All right. Without further ado, we'll start the roll call. The class of 2024 asks that, yes. They ask that you hold your applause so that all graduates can have their names read. And I just have to say, Julie DeCare, April Keim, who you'll see do the reading, are outstanding. Let's get going.
I think they can start coming out. Nina Helen Kundrat.
Dylan Alden Abbott.
Sydney Marie Kurdziel.
Angelina Bella Abbott.
Chloe Jordan Kurger.
Lamise Dua Abdallah.
Pearl Ann Cusick.
Jackson Paul Abdel Razik.
Ryan Jonathan Cutts.
Fayez Fadi Abdel Jawad.
Nathan James Kwiatowski.
Austin James Abney.
Ava Zofia Labuda.
Raven Nicole Velasquez Abergar.
Federico Giovanni Lagunas.
Fayez Abdullah.
Amelie Valeria Lagunas Gomez.
Yasmin Khalid Abu Safeh.
Jessica Jessica Marie Laha.
George Gustavo Aguilar Jr.
Kevin Timothy Lakowicz.
Roberto Aguilar III.
Joshua Jeffrey Lake.
Joshua Alexander Ahrens.
Cameron Lancaster.
Peyton Michael Albert.
Kylie Nicole Lane.
Stephanie Alboras.
Lauren Christine Lane.
Christos Thomas J. Alexandros.
Gabriella Elizabeth Lang.
Nicholas Thomas J. Alexandros.
James Carmen LaPepa.
Cicely Alfonso Leon.
Ricardo Jr. Lara.
Melody Cheyenne Alaman.
Dominic James Larkins.
Daniel Glenn Altman.
Peyton Larkins.
Samuel David Alvarado.
Jace Larson.
Eliana Marie Alvarez.
Andrea Leal.
Berenice Amaya.
James Anthony LeBron Rivera.
Coot Emily.
Dennis Young Lee.
Benjamin Charles Amschler.
Madeline Josephine Lee.
William Richard Amschler.
Haven Alana Lacey.
Dina Anagnopoulos.
Bartos Sebastian Leha.
Abby Grace Andrews.
Riley Orville Lurch.
Ashley Jane Andrick.
Emily Ann Lachinsky.
Mia Alexis Angelo.
Anthony Joseph Lovato Jr.
Javier Ramon Antonio.
Allison Page Lewis.
Lorena Isabel Appel.
Francesca Antonia Lewis.
Luis Angel Arambula Garcia.
Vincenzo Costantino Lewis.
Ava Renee Aragabasola.
Kaylee Lane Leitke.
Colin Michael Arnold.
Daniel John Likens.
Alex Ariola.
Michael Anthony Limoncello.
Thomas Arroyo IV.
Jaden Christopher Little.
Justine Nyanko.
Elizabeth Grace Locatius.
Demetrios Thomas Asuras.
Victoria Christine Locatius.
Jaden Michael Athey.
Devin James Letcher.
Musa Shafiq Atik.
Angel Haran Lopez.
Maj Bilal Awad.
Enrique Lopez Jr.
Claudia Babel.
George Herrera Lopez II.
Robert Berard Marlon Babel.
Luis Lopez Jr.
Abigail Lynn Bayer.
Grace Ann Lorkowitz.
Veronica Joanna Baffia.
Edward John Luthwain III.
Veronica Baffia.
Betty Jean Lucas.
Sadil Tarek Bagas.
Brooke Lane Lukey.
Jacob Daniel Baltowicz.
Mariana Levueno.
Derek Anthony Ballard.
Larissa Lynn Lukasiewicz.
Sebastian Zbigniew Banka.
Dylan Matthew Lukacheski.
Cameron Marshawn Banks.
Naomi Leslie Luna Carrieto.
Jonathan Barajas.
Madison Reeds Lynch.
Ty Barter.
Irina Litt.
Andrew George Barrios.
Miriam Mali.
Brooklyn Madison Page Berry.
Abigail Grace Mack.
Dylan Connor Barth.
Megan Elizabeth Mack.
Daniel John Bartosik.
Ava Trinity Morella.
Jacek Bartachak.
Mackenzie Marie Mazies.
Mary Alice Baxter.
Isabella Anna Magira.
Elijah Nathaniel Beltran.
Reagan Marie Mahalik.
Tanner Jacob Benitis.
Julia Elizabeth Maher.
Devin Marie Benefield.
Emily Margaret Mayer.
Timothy Joseph Bennett.
Morgan Nicole Mayer.
Ryan Nicholas Bentavenga.
Paulina Majewski.
Molly Jean Bergdold.
Andy Maka.
Chloe Marie Berry.
Kira Christine Malik.
Krista Lynn Besky.
Maximus Robert Malcheski.
Bowden David Bielek.
Tyler Edmund Malcheski.
Caitlin Leanne Billings.
Peyton Ray Malinowski.
Lucas Bitnaris.
Natalie Melito.
Isabella Sophia Bizieri.
Hayden Malone.
Carter Mason Blake.
Maxwell Christopher Maloney.
Nathan Philip Lazuski.
Neil Adrienne Mamparo.
Rachel Monroe Blessick.
Chase Richard Manigold.
Joshua Daniel Bloom.
Brian Michael Mans.
Delaney Elizabeth Blumka.
Mady Alessandra Manteca.
Lily Christina Bobek.
Dana Lynn Mantooth.
Matthew John Bober.
Jake Pasquale Marchese.
Caitlin Lee Bucktanton.
Julia Rose Marino.
Jack James Bogdan.
Frank Thomas Market.
Adam Henry Bogan.
David Isaiah Marquez.
Delaney Marie Boyd.
Jacob Javier Mariquin.
Eric Clement Bonacki.
Connor Marshall.
Ava Anai Bozich.
Matthew Joseph Lewis.
Macy Rose Brandt.
Paige Diana Martin.
Haley Anna Brazo.
Ryan Sean Martin.
Gabrielle Marion Brewer.
Alejandro D. Martinez.
Benjamin Andres Brisuela.
Michael Christian Martinez.
Tyler Allison Brown.
Valerie Ane Martinez.
Caleb Matthew Brownlee.
Sophia Anna Marusars.
Sarah Grace Brunel.
Paige Ryan Matiasek.
Isabel Marie Busio.
Madison Colette Mathis.
Isabella Capri Boudet.
Caden Bradley Maurer.
Olivia Angela Bukowski.
Sean Michael Maurer.
Andrew John Burrick Tomko.
Brandon Michael McCarthy.
Mary Bella Burnett.
Connor James McLean.
Keegan Lee Buxton.
Nathaniel Thomas McCurry.
Nathan Thomas Burdack.
Connor Michael McDowell.
Oscar Cabrera.
Niev Ain McDowell.
Daniel Cahu.
Liam Alexander McKee.
Jonathan Cavillo.
Aubrey Shea McLaughlin.
Isabella Calvo.
Haley McManus.
Anthony Luis Camarena.
Brinley May McNabb.
Evelyn Kana.
Allison Jane McNulty.
Ethan Diego Cannon.
Benjamin Daniel McQuaid.
Gage Gabriel Cannon.
Ava Colleen Meisinger.
Heather Ann Canny.
Aiden Rose Mercado.
Jennifer Cano.
Luke Andrew Morefoot.
Cassius Javier Cardona.
Nathan Amaru Merida.
Graham Thomas Carlson.
Mark Michael Messina.
Jacob Dale Carlson.
Crystal Nicole Mezek.
Nicholas Michael Carlson.
Nicole Ashley Mickles.
Chase Michael Carroll.
Benjamin Joseph Mildice.
Tejan Vamir Carpenter.
Aaron James Miller.
Jacob Wayne Carping.
Braden John Miller.
Alexander Wesley Carr.
Brody Conrad Milligan.
Landon Yaco Carrera Castellanos.
Nathan Misavage.
William Fritz Carroll.
Thomas Allen Mizarevich.
John Robert Carway.
David Leonardi Mitchell III.
Brendan Selby Casey.
Matthew Joseph Matira.
Christopher Joseph Cassell.
Anna Ryan Mazira.
Ava Castellano.
Anthony Michael Melco Jr.
Emily Castillo Sanchez.
Evelyn Joanne Moan.
Bella Castro Michalowski.
Anika Rose Moats.
Lily Lynn Cavett.
Alexander Gerardo Molina.
Dayanara Cazares.
Ludmar Chiquinquira Molina.
Joel Centeno.
Alexander Joseph Mollenden.
Annette Liliana Cervantes.
Michael Swade Mandrella.
Julian Gustavo Cervantes.
Jack Isaiah Montgomery.
Kevin Keys Chandarana.
Madeline Macy Morak.
Owen Ryan Chaplin.
Zoe Adela Morales.
Makil Nihan Chaudhry.
Ashley Morawa.
Lara Andrea Cruz Chavez.
Tyler Moyano.
Rihanna Lynn Chico.
Patricia Bozena Maroka.
Jaden Finnegan Chionis.
Alexandra Marie Mrozik.
Julia Klebeck.
Giovanni Joseph Mueller.
Allison Ann Chorley.
Caitlin Andrea Muniz.
Milo Christian Hunter.
Dylan Thomas Murphy.
Claudia Krobeck.
Matthew James Murphy.
Wojtek Jan Krobeck.
Nicholas Keith Murray.
Maya Katarzyna Chudoba.
Megan Patricia Murtaugh.
Madison Angelina Chiacha.
Andrew Busen Musial.
Luke Richard Zabula.
Gabriel Vincent Musial.
Austin James Seishon.
Leah Ann Muska.
Dante Alexander Sialik.
Trinity Grace Musinski.
Jacob Edward Basil Ciela.
German Drury Myers.
Dominic Michael Sio.
Jimmy Jayan Myers.
Adam Joseph Chose.
Ladanian Cardell Myers.
Jameson Doyle Clark.
Parker Timothy Oldendorf.
Elena Nicole Sapiti.
Nathan Nacino.
Peyton Grace Clark.
Dylan Thomas Nagel.
Tyler William Clausen.
Alison Marianne Namikis.
Stephen Joseph Clausen.
Kezia Nardi.
Makai Rashawn Clayton.
Amberly Navarro.
Ella Kaylee Klein.
Charles Jacob Nelson.
Cecily Payton Cockburn.
Justin Vincent Numis.
Shoshana Joelle Cohen.
Kelly Fung Nuero.
Sophia Ann Cohen.
Ava Bella Niesman.
Delaney Shea Coleman.
Sean Patrick Neven.
Isabel Kathleen Collins.
Guada Noorkantie.
Kyle Matthew Collins.
Christina Lynn Novak.
Genevieve Conley.
Corinne Christina Nowak.
Alyssa Cano.
Dorian Nobilski.
Megan Elizabeth Consigny.
Christian Michael Nikeza.
Jack Thomas Conway.
Valan Asmani.
Jordan Emil Conway.
Austin Brady Abish.
Logan Xavier Cooper.
Riley J. O'Brien.
Trenton James Cooper.
Pablo Osanguera Jr.
Lily Lucille Corcoran.
Jack Thomas O'Connor.
Antonio Alfonso Corral.
Chancel Oki.
Kevin Patrick Crane.
Brendan Christopher O'Neill.
Chase Matthew Creed.
Kalechi Onanamazi.
Claudia Cronin.
Matthew Thomas Gregory Oprondick.
Claire Elise Crosby.
Alejandro Orozco Jr.
Sean G. Crowley.
McKenna Lynn Orco.
Douglas Broderick Cunningham.
Destiny Jasmine Osborne.
Erica Ayana Cunningham.
Chelsea Osei.
Jack
Okay,
Robert
okay.
William Cunningham.
Melvin Osmani.
Emma Grace Check.
Antoine Linnell Page, Jr.
Maximilian Serwinski.
Leslie Celine Palacios Avila.
Nicholas Carl Starwosh.
Brent Joseph Paler.
Julia Zofia Chubik.
Elzbieta Victoria Para.
Cyrus Tyler Sis.
Anna Pamela Paredes.
David Dabrowski.
Tyler James Paredes.
Zaina Amran Dagash.
Luke Michael Parker.
Zachary Dalavia.
Jessica Morgan Parsons.
Victoria Charlotte Del Ponte.
Joshua Thomas Pasquale.
Christopher Aiden Daly.
Maya Victoria Pass.
Claudia Maria Danowitz.
Mackenzie Kayla Pastrana.
Jory Lee Davidson.
Rafael Pastrano.
Gabrielle Page Davis.
Akash J. Patel.
Jaden Baldwin Davis.
Peyton Pearl Patrick.
Shire Davis.
Danielle Marie Pavlik.
Max Daw.
Adrian Polakowski.
Braden Willis Deblacourt.
Matthew Jack Pauza.
Isabel DeHaro.
Patrick Michael Pazdiora.
Isaac John De Los Angeles.
Ava Ray Peckler.
Madison Elizabeth Sophia Dunning.
Eric Jose Pelayo.
Alec Ronald DeYoung.
Amelia Josephine Penchak.
Sophia Margaret Mendoza Diamzan.
Alexander Daniel Perez II.
Reagan Mackenzie Dierberger.
Joseph Perez.
Anna Sofia De Filippo.
Samuel Allen Perfetto.
Anthony Luke DeGoya Jr.
Julie M. Peretta.
Vincent Mark DeLulio.
Caitlin Rose Peritano.
Matthew Lewis Dillon.
Nicholas Allen Peterson.
Abigail Elizabeth Dingles.
Liam Daniel Pettit.
Jacob Edward DeZono.
Dia Rosemarie Petrie.
Tyler Philip DeZono.
Leah Marie Pfeiffer.
Emily Doe.
Hunter James Phillips.
Danica J. Daxtater.
Justin Lee Phillips.
Ryan Thomas Doherty.
Trevor Joseph Phillips.
Dominic Marcelo Dominguez.
Joseph Roger Picola.
Lucas James Dominic.
Xavier Pimentel.
Quinn Lawrence Dosen.
Ethan Avery Pinkerman.
Colin William Dorian.
Drew Joseph Piper.
Destiny Danae Dotson.
Ashton John Polbonic.
Anaya Doyle.
Sebastian Podgorski.
Michaela Renee Dragos.
Ava Pollard.
Gabriella Drazik.
Micah David Pori.
Raymond Keith Dreyer.
Sarah Bethany Pori.
Reese Michael Dubiel.
Alexander Charles Pasego.
Allison Dudlow.
Josiah Aaron Posey.
Amanda Lynn Dudzik.
Megan Lynn Posmer.
Milika Duncan.
Rebecca Riley Petrowski.
Eric Miguel Durniat.
Nathan Michael Powley.
Jacob Patrick Didowicz.
Aiden Mateo Preciado.
Georgia Dykstra.
Brooklyn Prentikowski.
Caitlin Marie Dykstra.
Charles Tazos Provolos.
Evan Raymond Zakowitz.
Raymond Maximus Prodell.
Ryan Joseph Ebert.
Daniel Pretzpelski.
Jihad Mohammed Egan.
Emily Marie Pubentz.
Valerie Marie Ehrman.
Dominic Joseph Polciani.
Samuel Joel Eliacostas.
Zachary Thomas Robb.
Avril Bree Elledge.
Natalie Marie Rabka.
Ian Ikero Ellsworth.
Kyle Lee Rada.
Ali Nabil Isarif.
Philip Redu.
Yusuf Nabil El Sharif.
Jacob Rafiz.
Jesse Robert El Sauso.
Veronica Rafiz.
Cameron K. Fgrave.
Kuba Rafalo.
Daniel R. Esparza.
Amir A. Rahman.
Fernanda Espinoza.
Seja Bazem Rahman.
Lucas Flynn Bobby.
Haley Rose Rack.
Kevin Quinn Fahey Medvescus.
Ashley Ramirez.
Gianna Grace Ferenzi.
Sade Ramirez Jr.
Jacob Robert Ferkalik.
Elizabeth Nicole Ramirez.
James Carmen Fiacchino III.
Jasmine Marie Ramirez.
Ryan Joseph Vaccaro.
Tanya Isabella Ramirez.
Addison Rose Feisick.
Vincent Ramirez.
Michael Vladislav Fedor.
Destiny Ramos.
Trevor John Fields.
Osiel Noel Ramos.
Alexa Aaron Feifels.
Tessa Almeida Rarick.
Nico Angelo Feifels.
Jory G. Ratliff.
Sophia Lorraine Philippek.
Renee Nicole Reese.
John Jonas Filipiak.
William David Reinecke.
John Thomas Phylos.
Ava Malin Reyes.
Andrew Thomas Finley.
Kevin Reyes.
Ana Marie Fiordiorosa.
Sophia Pilar Reyes.
Nina Catherine Fiorillo.
Elena Isabel Reingans.
Emma Ruth Fitzgerald.
Joshua Michael Rice.
Bailey Rose Flaherty.
William Robert Richardson.
Kate Marie Fleming.
Bianca Marie Ritchie.
Jeremy William Fletcher.
Alan James Riegler.
Brooklyn Candace Shirley Flynn.
Cameron Chevelle Riley.
Matus Christian Fultus.
Delaney Ann Riley.
Maurice James Fort.
Melissa Ann Riley.
Zoe Catherine Foss.
Maya Christine Ringgold.
Ryan James Frater.
Natalie Aurora Rios.
Cecilia Izquierdo.
Samantha Marie Rios.
Erica Grace Frecky.
Shantez Amaro Rittenberry.
Liliana Grace Furmanek.
Logan Anthony Roach.
Grace Marie Gadd.
Jaden Sophia Rote.
Addison Marie Gaffney.
Paige Robinson.
Devin Joseph Gallagher.
Hannah Claire Roach.
Andrew David Gallagher.
Alexander Jeffrey Rock.
Addison Grace Galoy.
Edward Thomas Rodiguero.
Antonio Javier Galvez Jr.
Jacob Daniel Rodiguero.
Emily Gamino.
Aldrin Kevin Rodriguez.
Kathy Barbara Gancharstik.
Anna Camilla Rodriguez.
Ryan Walter Gannon.
David Anthony Rodriguez.
Madigan Mary Ganser.
Lola Therese Rodriguez.
Rakia Capri Louise Gant.
Marisol Rodriguez.
Ian Troy Garcia.
Hannah Lee Rode.
Jefferson Ariel Garcia Alvarez.
Emmanuel Rojas.
Gwendolyn Brooke Garner.
Eliana Grace Ropo Picard.
Edgardo Manuel Garniza.
Michael Kenneth Rosales.
Nathan Gabriel Garniza.
Valeria Rosales.
Griffin Elric Xander Lennon Decker Ash Garrett.
Rachel Eleanor Rosier.
Olivia Gassianica.
Colton Michael Rubar.
Michaela Angelina Gaston.
Sean William Rubley.
Timothy Joseph Gedminas Miscal.
Madeline Eve Rudman.
Jillian Kathleen George.
Sol Ruiz.
Marissa Louise Giardini.
Elizabeth Rose Rush.
Kylie Marie Gibbons.
Michaela Laverne Rush.
Connor Joshua Gilbertson.
Kylie Ann Ryan.
Amelia Ray Giertick.
Tristan James Ryan.
Juliana Rose Giordano.
Hunter William Sanger.
Brian Mark Lobicki.
Brian Michael Sagan.
Annabeth Marie Glozinski.
Maura Lynn Sagan.
William Joseph Glynn III.
Angie Salazar.
Julietta Godoy.
Joseph Peter Selsick.
Sydney Ursula Josepha Godinsky.
Adam Salim.
Aaliyah Tiana Goins.
Grace Isabella Samuelson.
Aslan Hasiel Gomez.
Abigail Rose Sanford.
Natalie Lisbeth Gomez.
Brianna Isabella Sanford.
Elijah M. Gonzalez.
Chris Melton Santiago.
Armani Michael Gonzalez.
Crystalline Violet Santucci.
Brianna Kelly Gonzalez.
Olivia Sarna.
Eric Gonzalez.
Skylar Ann Scannell.
Daniel Gonzalez Solsona.
Caitlin Grace Gillong.
Kelsey Marie Gordon.
Alyssa Corinne Schaefer.
Dallas Owen Gorski.
Katie John Schulk.
Benny Daniel Goslowski.
Matthew James Schmidt.
Jordan Gregason.
Jacqueline Margaret Schmeider.
Jack Ryan Greeny.
Ryan Lane Schmidt.
Ava Nicole Green.
Sophia Marion Shore.
Aaron Green.
Benjamin Edward Schroeder.
Lainey Ann Green.
Caitlin Taylor Schultz.
Taylor Marie Green.
Kylie Marie Schurig.
Keely Victoria Grice.
Kayla Lynette Seabury.
Ryan Michael Groberski.
Elijah Gabriel Sellers.
Victoria Gronsky.
Sarah Elise Senzel.
Dario Gutierrez Marin.
Joaquin Emilio Cerna.
Matthew Branson Habata.
Noah Robert Shafiq.
Autumn Elizabeth Hanlon.
Ahmed Hisham Shalabi.
Araya Nicole Hagerstrom.
Dina Manier Shahade.
Elizabeth Ann Hinos.
Amani Refki Shahadi.
Asil Hamad.
Noor Refki Shahadi.
John Patrick Hanlon.
Finnegan Phelan Shurik.
Sean Michael Hanuska.
Christian Eduardo Cerna.
Corey Charles Hare.
Hamza Mustafa Shahade.
Jonathan Mitchell Hargis.
Lena Mustafa Shahade.
Ryan Jason Harrell.
Jasmine Nicole Chauvelin.
Christina Marie Harris.
Maximus Joseph Sergier.
Isaiah Kaleem Harris Jr.
Jenna Lynn Simic.
Jack Harris.
Samantha Lynn Sitterly.
Liana Catherine Harris.
Ella Grace Sawinski.
Misha Fatima Hassan.
Carolina Scubiz.
Thomas Song Hasso.
Oscar Henrik Schursky.
Maeve Margaret Heaney.
Joseph Walter Sluzis.
Emily Anna Hale.
David Swish.
Charles M. Helfert.
Haley Elizabeth Smith.
Isaiah Bryson Hendricks.
Jacqueline Paige Smith.
Emma Grace Hermanas.
Jelena Isabella Smith.
Jason Isaac Hermanas.
Zion Zaire Caleb Sneed.
Abraham Hernandez.
Carter Clifford Sabatka.
Christopher Daniel Hernandez.
Ryan Michael Soderstrom.
Daniel Jose Hernandez.
Scott Aaron Sokasich.
Liliana Hernandez.
Christian Wojciech Sokol.
Nicholas Alexander Hernandez.
Cassidy Joe Sopchik.
Alexis Hernandez Gomez.
Lillian Hope Sozinski.
Felipe Emmanuel Hernandez Pineda.
Alexandria Evelina Sowinski.
Aya Khalid Hashma.
Hannah Patricia Speechley.
Raven Ann Hewitt.
Gabriella Laura Spencer.
Jackson Theodore Hillman.
Thaddeus Stephen Spencer V.
Austin Hodak.
Morgan Spoderick.
Jaden Christian Hoffman.
Morgan Barbara Spratt.
Andrew Stephen Hofstetter.
Alicia Rebecca Stack.
Catherine Ann Holdman.
Ben Stanellis.
Evan Eugene Holland.
Quinn Allen Stanislawski.
Kevin Ronald Holland.
Natalia Stazel.
Cole Magnus Holloway.
Allison Lynn Stedman.
Peyton Pulaski Holzhauser.
Isabella Jean Stefkin.
Emily Jo Hornick.
Allison Grace Stevens.
Paris Sanal Houston.
Zachary David Stevenson.
Aaron William Hubbard.
Daniel Timothy Stevens.
Emily Grace Hughes.
Michael Olaf Stagstill.
Madeline Claire Hughes.
Zoe Streep.
Josiah Javion Rafid Hunter.
Zachary Paul Strickland.
Anthony Ushi.
Madison Rose Strom.
Kui Nao Han.
Elizabeth Renee Swerth.
Savia Hylasek.
Rude Jack Sudfin.
Jimena Del Rocia Ibarra.
Aaron Carly Savaboda.
Jessica Cadence Ing.
Ava Catherine Swain.
Elliot David Ingram.
Emmy Faye Swice.
Brooke Lynn Ivers.
Emily Marie Swike.
Alyssa Marie Ivy.
Patricia Paula Zazflarski.
Aliyah Wajah Jabir.
Thomas Gabriel Sevchik.
Brent Michael Ingram.
Daniel John Scoden.
Elise Gabrielle Jackson.
Thomas Joseph Schwab.
Trey Jaden Jadzak.
Nicholas John Simkowiak.
Kulsum Fatima Jafiri.
Moyed Iyad Taha.
Alexis Marie Jagodzinski.
Stephen Edward Talaski Jr.
Emily Hymas.
Jacqueline Elise Tankulet.
Susanna Maria Jakubchek.
Caden John Taktiakam Sullivan.
Joseph Janik.
Anthony Robert Tassone.
Sabina Maria Janik.
Chelsea Kwachiwa Taylor.
Angelina Mia Jankowski.
Key Mariante Urel Christopher Terry.
Sasha Grace Jurosik.
Carter Joseph Teston Beaumont.
Patrick Jerabek.
Oscar Ronaldo Sosa.
Brady Michael Johnson.
Brenna Lynn Thomas.
Delaney Johnson.
Logan Allen Thompson.
Ayush B. Joshi.
Jacob William Thorgren.
Patricia Jerzyk.
Holly Lynn Timosiak.
Adam James Cabot.
Benjamin Charles Torbett.
Adam Andres Kazmarzik.
Gabriel Roman Traina.
Lindsay Renee Kajamowitz.
Dominic Joseph Tucci.
Martina Kalinowska.
Eric Pavel Torowski.
Ava Lee Kane.
Dominika Marie Tilka.
Jacob Matthew Karpinski.
Eric Emiliano Uloa.
Zachary Stephen Karpinski.
Melissa Uloa.
Ross William Carricker Jr.
Tess Connolly Usher.
Gianna Ann Karopoulos.
Cameron John Valsich.
Andrew Michael Kartsunis.
Kada Jade Valdez.
Ava Elizabeth Casper.
Alexis Victoria Valenti.
Brendan Anthony Kaup.
Danielle Annalise Van Gorp.
Natalia Beatrix Kavalauskas.
Cole Curtis Van Longheisen.
Michael Joseph Kablusik.
Samantha Karina Varan.
Jack Tanner Keogh.
Maria Vavarutsis.
Neve Ann Kalman.
Mateo Enrique Velasquez.
Brianna Lynn Calderhouse.
Anthony Brian Veloz.
Grace Annalie Kelleher.
Luis Angel Ventura.
Luke Howard Kelly.
Sarah Jean VR.
Mackenzie Ray Calso.
Diego Andres Villanueva.
Brooke Alexis Keltner.
Alexa Villasenor.
Carolus Kemeris.
Ariana Samantha Villatoro Panduro.
Imogen Starr Kemp.
Ava Grace Vitelli.
Jordan Rasan Kemp.
Madison Grace Voles.
Justin Daniel Kemp.
Clover London Vulgaris.
Spencer Allen Kenny Benson.
William Davidson Wagner.
Noor Khalid Khalil.
Matthew Joseph Welkowski.
Ava Jacqueline Keys.
Lillian Walsh.
Maggie King.
Colin Joseph Ward.
Thomas John Korinovic.
Peter David Ward.
Eleni Theodora Clementos.
Allie Ray Washington.
Kaylin Elaine Clutcharch.
Madison Michelle Wattenberg.
Ethan Christopher Knebel.
Colin Weingart.
Justin Dominic Knezovich.
Wade Nicholas Welke.
Max Robert Knezovich.
Reese Allen Welsant.
Lindsay Grace Knox.
Aaron Matthew Wendell.
Skylar Elizabeth Koch.
Sarah Jessica Wepsick.
Dennis Scott Kochelko.
Zoe Marie West.
Caroline Christine Kogut.
Sarah Batala Westerhausen.
Olivia Marie Kokoska.
Dominic Christopher White.
Ashley Elizabeth Coles.
Gianna Sharon White.
David John Calzo.
Donovan Hale Wilburn.
Michael Stephen Kanapko.
Eric David Wildhurt.
Katie Beatrice Cantos.
Anthony David Williams.
Nadia Felicia Corman.
Nicholas James William Jr.
Cal Timothy Carosa.
Cassidy Faye Wing.
Dominica Kass.
Nadia Janice Winkler.
Leah Nicole Kosiak.
Skylar Sue Wittenkeller.
Kira Sienna Kosiniak.
Aiden Grant Wojciak.
Nicholas George Cott.
Nathan Wojcik.
Christina M. Kowalczyk.
Krista Bell Wojciechowicz.
Jacob Russell Kowalczyk.
Austin Stephen Woosley.
Shane Michael Kozak.
Abigail Grace Worker.
Alexander Joseph Koziel.
Aiden Nicholas Wright.
Selena Dora Kranz.
Juan Felipe Butrago Delgado.
Ryan Michael Crestel.
Brandon Michael Young.
Nicholas Christian Kral.
Leanne Sharif Youssef.
Alexis Brooke Krupp.
Thomas A. Zacharias.
Lauren Reese Krupp.
Nicholas Patrick Zahara.
Samantha Mary Krupa.
Mahamud Gandhi Zaina.
Benjamin Krasinski.
Amelia Zalesko.
Christopher Carl Krizak.
Maurice Sapphire Zaluskis.
Michelle Beata Krizak.
Adrian Zamudio.
Kayla Marie Cubizin.
Yaritza Zamudio.
Anna Marta Kukala.
Amelia Danuta Zaroni. Stanislav Denisovich Zaluvider. I'm going. Jillian Grace Zadro. Natalie Kate Zadro. Gabriela Zubkovskis. Kayla Camilla Zaromskas. Alexia Lily Zwolzinski.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to be the first to present to you the Lockport Township High School graduates of the class of 2024. May all of you go forth to do your very best as your future now awaits you on this day of June 1st, 2024. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2024 at Lockport Township High School, District 205. Graduates, you can now move your tassels from one side to the other. Parents and guests, please remain seated until the recessional is complete. We conclude today's ceremony with the playing of the loyalty. Junior marshals, please lead our recessional. Thank you, congratulations, and for one last time, go Porters!